My girlfriend was sexting her ex and sending him dirty pics while curled up next to me. I sent the shots to his pregnant wife, tossed her out bare, and let her family come scoop up the ruins of what used to be her life. I'm writing this without any regrets. If you expect a sob story about my feelings, you can move on. Maya and I were together for 2 years, sharing a home for 8 months. I'm 28, work in software development, and earn a decent salary. She's 26 and worked in marketing. Notice the past tense. On Tuesday night, at 11:47 p.m., I was lying in bed. She was asleep next to me after we had intimacy an hour earlier. Her phone lit up on the nightstand. The preview showed a message from Dork. I couldn't stop thinking about what we had done. I'm not an insecure guy. I've never checked her phone before, but that message felt different. The timing, the wording, and the fact that she didn't work with anyone named D. She was completely out of it. I picked up her phone. I knew the passcode because she had shared it with me months ago for emergencies. What I found was more than just infidelity. It was psychological manipulation. There were months of messages, explicit conversations I won't repeat here, and location pins for their meetups. The worst part, many of these messages were sent while she was literally lying next to me. I saw timestamps showing she was in our bed at 2 a.m. But it got worse. I looked into Dork's profile. His real name was Damon. He was married, with his wife Priya 8 months pregnant. This guy was cheating on his pregnant wife, and my girlfriend was helping him. I didn't yell or wake her up. I'm not some emotional wreck. I spent 2 hours carefully screenshotting everything, every picture, every message, every timestamp, every location pin, and uploaded it all to a cloud drive. Then I found Priya on social media. It took me 10 minutes. I created a throwaway account and sent her everything, every single thing. The message was simple. Your husband is cheating with my girlfriend. Here's the proof. Do what you want with it. Her response came at 3:22 a.m. Thank you. He's dead to me. But I wasn't finished. I went back to the bedroom. Maya was still asleep, probably dreaming about her next encounter with Damon. I dropped her phone on her chest. Hard. She woke up confused. I said, "You're done." The look on her face when she saw her messages on the screen was priceless. She went from confused to terrified in seconds. "Baby, I can explain." "No." I pulled the covers off her. She was naked. We had just been intimate 2 hours earlier. The irony wasn't lost on me. She scrambled for a pillow to cover herself. "Get out. Please let me." I grabbed her clothes from the floor and walked to the front door, threw everything outside. Her designer jeans landed on the walkway. Her Victoria's Secret bra fell into the bushes. "You can't be serious." I walked back, grabbed her purse, and tossed that out too. Her keys made a satisfying sound hitting the concrete. "Get out." She was crying now, trying to negotiate while covering herself with a pillow. "It's 3 a.m. I have nowhere to go." "You should have thought about that before you cheated with a married man." She tried to grab a blanket. I yanked it away. Tried to take one of my shirts. I blocked her. "You're leaving just like you came in, with nothing." The look of disbelief on her face when I physically moved her toward the door was pure shock. This wasn't the understanding boyfriend she thought she knew. This was someone who was done with her nonsense. "You can't do this. I live here." "Not anymore." I pushed her out and locked the door. She stood there, naked, banging on the door and screaming. Neighbors' lights started turning on. Good. Let them see what a cheating person looks like. But I still wasn't done. I called her parents. Yes, at 3:30 a.m. Her dad answered, groggy and confused. "Your daughter is outside my apartment. Come get her." "Oh, and check her phone when you do." I hung up before he could respond. I watched from the window as she tried to hide behind my car, sobbing. A neighbor had given her a towel by then, more kindness than she deserved. 30 minutes later, her parents' BMW pulled up. The disgust on her mom's face when she saw her daughter was clear. Her dad wouldn't even look at her. I walked outside with her phone. Handed it to her father. Password 0419. Check the messages with Damon. Your daughter has been sleeping with a married man whose wife is 8 months pregnant. Her mom gasped. Her dad's face went from confused to furious. He opened the phone right there. Maya tried to grab it. Dad, no, please. He held it away from her, scrolling. His face turned redder with each swipe. You raised this, I told them. You can deal with it now. I walked back inside and locked the door. The last thing I heard was her dad screaming at her to get in the car. She tried calling from different numbers. I blocked them all. Her friends reached out. I sent them the screenshots. They stopped defending her quickly after that. Her life is ruined. She lost her apartment, her reputation, and probably her family's respect. Meanwhile, Priya left Damon and is staying with her sister. She messaged me yesterday to say thanks again and that she's keeping the baby, but he'll never be part of their lives. Good. If you want to act like trash, you get thrown out like trash. No regrets. Update 1. 3 days later, the aftermath is beautiful. A lot of people are asking for updates. Here you go. First, for everyone saying I was too harsh. You find out your girl is cheating on you while you're providing for her. Then come talk to me about being harsh. So here's what's happened. On day 1 after, I woke up to 47 missed calls. Not from Maya. I blocked her number, her parents, her sister, her friends, and random numbers I assumed were her using other people's phones. I deleted them all without listening. Her dad left one voicemail I did listen to. We need to talk about Maya's belongings. I texted him back. Everything's in boxes in the parking lot. You have 2 hours. They showed up in 45 minutes. Her mom wouldn't even get out of the car. Her dad and brother loaded everything while Maya sat in the back seat, staring at me through the window. I stood on my balcony, drinking my morning coffee, staring right back. She looked away first. Day 2, this is where it gets good. Priya messaged me. We talked for about an hour. It turns out Damon had been manipulating her for months, making her think she was paranoid and hormonal for suspecting anything. She was going crazy thinking she was losing her mind. She filed for divorce that morning. Since she has proof of adultery, her lawyer says it's going to be brutal for him. They had a prenup that specifically covers infidelity. He gets nothing. The house was in her name, an inheritance from her grandmother. He's in trouble. But here's the best part. Priya's brother is Damon's boss. She called her brother that morning, and by lunch, Damon was asked to resign for violating company policy regarding professional conduct. Turns out sleeping with your coworker's girlfriend during work hours doesn't look good. Some of those timestamps were at 2 p.m. on weekdays. Day 3. Today, Maya showed up at my work. Security called me at reception. I came down and saw her there looking rough. Hair unwashed, no makeup, wearing sweatpants. This is a woman who wouldn't go to the mailbox without full makeup. Please, just 5 minutes. No, I love you. I laughed, actually laughed in her face. You loved me so much you were with another man. Get out before I call the cops. She started crying, making a scene. Security stepped in. I told them she was a stalker and showed them the restraining order I had filed yesterday. They escorted her out. My boss called me in afterward. I thought I was in trouble. Nope. He'd heard what happened through the grapevine. He told me to take the rest of the day off if I needed it. Then he said, my ex-wife cheated on me. I wish I'd handled it like you did. I got home to find out from my neighbor that Maya had been there earlier, banging on the door and screaming. The cops were called. She got trespassed from the property. If she shows up again, she'll get arrested. The collateral damage. Her friends are splitting. About half think I'm an idiot. The other half, after seeing the screenshots, are disgusted with her. Her best friend from college blocked her after seeing the messages where Maya called her annoying. Her job is gone. Apparently, she caused a scene at my workplace. When she got back to her job, they have a clause against public disturbances that could reflect poorly on the company. She was already on thin ice for taking too many sick days. Her parents. Her dad called me yesterday, not to defend her but to apologize. He said they're dealing with it as a family, but he wanted me to know they don't condone what she did. Her mom apparently hasn't spoken to her since that night. Me. I'm good. Better than good. I sleep like a baby in my bed that doesn't smell like another man's cologne. I've been hitting the gym harder than ever. Work's going great. My friends took me out last weekend. Not for a sad cheer-up night, but for a celebration. My best friend made a toast to taking out the trash. Do I miss her? I miss who I thought she was. But that person never existed. The real Maya was the one texting another guy. I can still remember her messages while I was in the shower after we just had morning intimacy. Forget that. My lease is up in 2 months. I'm already looking at better places. Thinking about getting a dog. Something loyal. Unlike some people. For everyone asking if I'm okay, I'm more than okay. I'm free. No more wondering why she's always on her phone. No more girls' nights that don't add up. No more gut feelings I was ignoring. To any guy reading this whose gut is telling him something's wrong, listen to it. Don't be the guy who finds out after years of marriage and kids. Be the one who takes out the trash before it stinks up your life. More updates if anything interesting happens, but honestly, I'm hoping for boring. Boring sounds great right now. Update 2. 1 week later, she's around. Now she's finding out. Alright, you guys wanted more updates. Here's your update. Things have been crazy. Her downward spiral. Remember how she got fired? Well, word travels fast in our city's marketing circles. It's not huge, but everyone knows everyone. The story of the marketing girl who got fired for stalking her ex at his job after cheating spread like wildfire. She's applied to dozens of jobs. I know because a friend who works at one of the companies she applied to sent me her application. Under reason for leaving previous employment, she put personal reasons. Yeah, getting fired for being a psycho stalker is pretty personal, I guess. 3 different people have told me she's been interviewed and rejected. One hiring manager straight up told my friend. We Googled her. Found the police report from the trespassing incident. Hard pass. The Damon situation. This guy's life is in ruins, and I'm here for it. Priya updated me. We text occasionally, an odd friendship, but whatever. He's living in his car, not because he's broke yet, but because nobody will rent to him. Divorce proceedings started, meaning his credit is frozen. His family won't take him in because Priya told everyone what happened. His mom called him a disappointment to God, according to Priya. But wait, it gets better. He tried to contest the divorce, claiming Priya was emotionally abusive, and that's why he cheated. His lawyer literally laughed and told him that adultery with proof means he's finished. Prenup or no prenup. He also tried to claim partial ownership of the house because he contributed to mortgage payments. Priya's lawyer produced bank records showing he paid exactly $0 toward the mortgage. Every payment came from Priya's account. He had been spending his money on hotels for his encounters with Maya. The parent saga. Maya's dad reached out again. Not calling this time, he showed up at my apartment. I almost didn't let him in, but he looked devastated. We talked for an hour. It turns out this isn't Maya's first mistake. She'd done something similar in college, but they had covered it up, paid off some guy to keep quiet about her sleeping with his roommate. Her parents threw money at the problem, and it went away. We enabled this, he said. We created a monster. He told me they've cut her off completely. No more money, no more car, no more phone plan. She's 26 years old, and for the first time in her life, she has to stand on her own 2 feet. Then he dropped this bomb. We're changing our will. Everything's going to her sister now. Cold. Maybe. Deserved. Absolutely. The Flying Monkey Brigade. Her friends keep trying different tactics. At first, it was anger. How could you humiliate her like that? Then it was bargaining. Surely we could work this out. Now it's pity. She's struggling so much. Can I have some compassion? My response is always the same. Screenshots of her messages. My favorite is the one where she's describing in detail what she wants Damon to do to her while I'm at my brother's birthday dinner. The timestamp shows she sent it while sitting next to me at the restaurant. That usually shuts them up. One friend, though, flipped completely. She showed up with wine and said, I'm not here for her. I'm here to apologize to you. Turns out Maya had been talking badly about all her friends to Damon. This girl saw the screenshots where Maya called her desperate and clingy and probably jealous of my relationship. We're actually cool now. She told me Maya's been couch surfing and can't keep down even a minimum wage job because she keeps missing shifts to deal with her situation. My life now. Honestly thriving. Got promoted? Yeah, that fast. My boss said my work's been exceptional lately. Guess what happens when you're not stressed about your girlfriend's questionable behavior? You excel at your job. Joined a boxing gym. Not because I'm angry, but because I have energy to burn, and it feels good to hit things legally. Started dating. Nothing serious, just casual drinks and dinners. I'm being upfront about being fresh out of a relationship. You know what's wild? Women respect honesty. Had a great date last weekend with a software engineer who laughed when I told her the story. You threw her out naked? She asked. Yep, king, I said, raising my glass. We're going out again this weekend. The legal stuff, the restraining order is in effect. She violated it once by having a friend deliver a letter. I didn't open it. I took it straight to the cops. Her friend got a warning. Maya got another strike. One more, and it's jail time. My lawyer. Yeah, I got one. Says I could sue her for emotional distress given the evidence of deliberate deception. I'm not going to, not because I'm nice, but because I want her to suffer slowly, not get it over with in court. Plus, she has no money now. Anyway, here's the twist. Remember how they met? Damon was Maya's ex from years ago. They reconnected at a work conference. She told me she was going to a conference in the city. She was just left out the part about sleeping with her ex there. But here's what I learned from Priya. Maya wasn't the only one. Damon had 4 other women he was seeing. Maya was just the only one foolish enough to think she was special. When Maya found out about the others, Priya sent her screenshots and she lost it. She tried to confront one of them and got arrested for harassment. So now she has a restraining order against her from me, trespassing charges and harassment charges. Good luck getting any job with that record. Reflection. People keep asking if I regret anything. How I could be so cruel. Here's the thing. I didn't make her cheat. I didn't make her disrespect me, our relationship, and another woman's marriage. I just made sure there were consequences. You know what's cruel? Letting someone think they're paranoid while you betray them. Making someone feel crazy for having suspicions. Lying to someone's face every day while you're actively deceiving them. That's cruel. What I did. That's justice. The best part? I sleep great at night. No anxiety, no wondering, no checking phones, just peace. Meanwhile, she's learning what it's like when daddy's money can't fix your mess and your actions actually have consequences. Stay tuned. Something tells me this saga isn't over. Broken people tend to break themselves further, and Maya is just getting started on her downward spiral. But me? I'm climbing up. And the view from here is fantastic. Update 3. 3 weeks later, the nuclear fallout continues. It's been a minute since I updated. Not because nothing's happened, but because too much has. Grab a drink. This one's long. The bar incident last Friday. I was out with my friends at our usual spot. Good vibes, a few beers talking. Then guess who walks in? Damon. This guy sees me and actually has the guts to walk over. My friends immediately stood up. I waved them off. I wanted to hear this. You ruined my life, he starts. I laughed. Nah, you ruined your life when you stuck your business where it didn't belong. You didn't have to involve Priya. You didn't have to have my girlfriend. He gets in my face. You know what she said about you? How boring you were. How she needed a real man. I smiled. And yet she was living in my apartment, spending my money, sleeping in my bed. While you were what? Sneaking around like a coward, sleeping in your car because you couldn't bring her home to your pregnant wife. That hit a nerve. He swung at me. Now, remember I mentioned I joined a boxing gym? Yeah, he missed. I landed one clean right hook and dropped him. Not knocked out, just holding his jaw. Bar security grabbed him before he could get up. Turns out he was already drunk when he came in. Here's the beautiful part. The whole thing was on camera, clear as day. Him approaching me, him swinging first, me defending myself. Security gave me the footage. Cops showed up, reviewed it, and arrested him for assault. I'm pressing charges. Why? Because forget him. Maya's desperation. The letters keep coming through friends, family, random people. I don't read them anymore. Straight to my lawyer, then to the cops. She's racked up 3 restraining order violations now. But she hit a new low. She created a fake LinkedIn profile pretending to be a recruiter trying to connect with me. The profile picture was some stock photo. The message? I have an excellent opportunity that matches your skills. How did I know it was her? The profile was created the day before, had 0 connections except me, and the company didn't exist. Plus, real recruiters don't message at 2 a.m. I reported it. LinkedIn banned the account and added it to the restraining order file. The family drama deepens. Her sister reached out. We'd always been cool, so I heard her out. Maya is living with their elderly grandmother now, the one with dementia. She's literally taking advantage of an old woman who doesn't remember she's supposed to be cut off. The sister is trying to get power of attorney to protect the grandmother and asked if I'd write a statement about Maya's behavior for the court. I wrote 3 pages. Priya's victory tour. The divorce went through, the fastest divorce in state history, probably. When you have that much evidence of infidelity, judges don't waste time. She got everything, the house, the car, even his golf clubs. He got his clothes and personal items, that's it. But the real kicker? She was promoted at her job. Turns out being a strong woman who doesn't take nonsense is good for business. She's now head of her department. The baby is due next month. She's naming him after her grandfather, a war hero. Damon won't be on the birth certificate. He'll have to fight for any custody rights. And with his arrest record now? Good luck. She sent me a picture of her in her new office, smiling, glowing, and pregnant. Caption: living my best life. Thank you. I'm not taking credit for her success. She did that. I just helped clear the trash out of her way. My situation. Remember the software engineer I went out with? We're still seeing each other. Nothing official, but it's nice. She's smart, funny, has her own life and career. She knows the whole story and doesn't judge me for it. She actually told me her ex cheated too, but she just left quietly. I admire that you went nuclear, she said. I wish I'd had the guts. Work's been insane in a good way. The promotion came with a nice raise. I've already put a deposit on a new place, a penthouse apartment with city views. Ran into mutual friends at a wedding last weekend. They tried to give me updates about Maya. I shut that down quickly. I don't know anyone by that name, I said. They got the hint. The latest escalation. This is why I'm updating now. Things just got real. Maya apparently found out about me seeing someone. How? Who knows? Who cares? But she lost it. She showed up at the software engineer's workplace. Yeah, she stalked my new girl to her job and tried to warn her about me. Told her I was abusive and dangerous and ruined her life. My girl's response? She called security, then called me. I immediately contacted my lawyer. We're going for a permanent restraining order now. Criminal charges for stalking, harassment, the works. This is now affecting innocent people. That's where I draw the line. The software engineer isn't scared, by the way. She's tough. This woman really thought I'd believe her sob story. After what she did. The audacity. I think I might be falling for this girl. Damon's final mistake. Remember his arrest at the bar? Well, he missed his court date. Why? Because he was in the hospital. Apparently, he'd been drinking heavily since the divorce and got alcohol poisoning. His mom found him passed out in that car he's living in, covered in his own vomit. He's alive, but barely. Lost his job again. He found temporary work, missed court, and now has a warrant out. When he gets out of the hospital, he's going straight to jail. Lessons learned. A lot of people messaged me asking how I stayed so cold and calculated. The truth is, it wasn't about being cold, it was about being done. The second I saw those messages, she stopped being my girlfriend. She became a problem to solve. And I solve problems efficiently. Some call it harsh, I call it effective. Why drag out the pain? Why have long talks and work through it? She didn't think about working through it when she was with another man. She thought about getting her needs met. So, I got her out of my life, my apartment, my future. What's next? Court dates are piling up. Restraining order hearing, criminal charges against Maya, charges against Damon. My lawyer is making bank off this drama. Moving day is next week. I've already started packing. Found some of Maya's things still hidden around. Photos, jewelry, a thong wedged behind the dresser. All going in the trash where it belongs. The software engineer is helping me move. We're making a day of it, ordering pizza, listening to music, starting fresh. She jokes about checking my phone. I hand it to her unlocked. Nothing to hide, I say. She never actually looks. Trust. What a concept. Final thoughts for now. 8 months ago, I thought I had it all figured out. Good job, attractive girlfriend, nice apartment, living the dream. Turns out I was living a lie. But you know what? I'm grateful. Grateful I found out now instead of after marriage and kids. Grateful Priya had the strength to leave Damon. Grateful that the software engineer walked into my life when she did. Mostly grateful I had the courage to go nuclear. Too many people accept disrespect. They take cheaters back, work on things, and forgive and forget. Forget that. You get one shot at loyalty with me. You mess it up, you're done. No second chances, no negotiations, no mercy. Maya learned that the hard way. Damon learned it harder. And me? I learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is burn it all down and build something better from the ashes. The phoenix doesn't rise by fixing its old nest. It rises by letting the fire consume everything and starting over. I'm that phoenix now, and I'm soaring. More updates coming. This story is far from over. But spoiler alert, I win in the end because winners don't accept disrespect, and they sure as heck don't take back cheaters. Remember that. Final update, 2 months later. How to properly end a cheater's story. Last update, folks. This saga needs its conclusion. The court battles. Let's start with the legal matters. Maya's criminal hearing was 3 weeks ago. She showed up looking like a completely different person. Skinny, not in a good way, hair fried from box dye, clothes from Goodwill. This is a woman who used to spend $300 on one pair of jeans. She pled guilty to violating the restraining order. 3 counts. The judge wasn't playing around. 90 days in jail, suspended to 30 days served, 2 years probation. One slip-up, and she serves the full 90. She cried when they put the cuffs on, looking right at me as they let her out. I stared back, face blank, zero emotion. She mouthed, "Please." I turned and walked out. Damon's charge went as expected. The security footage was crystal clear. His public defender tried arguing mutual combat. The judge laughed. Literally laughed. 60 days in jail, anger management required, AA meetings mandatory. Plus, he owes me $15,000 in civil damages for the assault. Not that he has it, but garnished wages are a reality. Maya's 30 days. Her sister kept me updated, not out of kindness to Maya, but out of disgust. Maya called home collect every day. Her parents wouldn't accept the calls. Her sister accepted one, told her to stop calling, and hung up. Even Grandma, with dementia, figured out something was wrong and stopped letting her stay there. She got out 2 weeks ago and went straight to her parents' house. They wouldn't let her in. She sat on their lawn for 6 hours before cops removed her. She's living in a shelter now. The girl who used to brag about her designer bags is now sleeping on a cot next to a Dick's. Karma's a beautiful thing. Priya's baby. The little one was born healthy, 8 pounds 3 ounces. She named him after her grandfather as planned. Posted one photo on social media of her holding the baby, captioned, "My whole world." Damon tried to show up at the hospital. Security bounced him. He's filed for custody rights. Good luck with that, buddy. Convicted assaulter, alcoholic, unemployed, living in his car. Family court's going to love him. Priya is already dating someone new, her divorce lawyer. Actually, the guy saw her strength through the whole process and fell hard. They're taking it slow, but he's already talking about adopting the baby after they marry. From cheating husband to successful career woman with a devoted partner who wants to raise her child. That's a glow-up. My new life. The software engineer has a name. Let's call her V. We made it official last month. I took her to meet my parents. My mom pulled me aside. "This one's different. Don't mess it up." "I won't." V moved in last week. The penthouse feels different with her things in it. Better. It feels like home, not just a place to sleep. She leaves notes on my coffee mug, steals my hoodies, falls asleep on my chest while watching movies. Normal couple stuff. It feels easy, no drama, no games, no checking phones. Trust. The final contact. Maya sent one last letter through her court-appointed therapist as part of her making amends step or something. I actually read this one. 3 pages of apologies, explanations, how she was broken and lost and didn't know what she had. The last line. "I know you'll never forgive me, but I need you to know you were the love of my life." I sent one back. "I wasn't yours." Where are they now? Maya is in a shelter, working a minimum wage job at a fast food joint. Damon is fresh out of jail, living in his car, doing day labor when he can, paying child support he can't afford, and drinking himself into an early grave. Priya is thriving in her career, has a beautiful baby, and a devoted partner. I'm promoted again, senior developer now. Moved in with a brilliant woman who truly loves me. Planning a vacation to Japan next month. I sleep like a baby every night. The lessons. People often ask what others can learn from this. Here it is, trust your gut. Listen to those little feelings that something's off. Know your worth. The second someone shows you they don't value you, believe them. Go nuclear or go home. Half measures in response to betrayal just drag out the pain. Document everything. Screenshots saved my life legally and socially. No contact means no contact. Not one text, not one call, nothing. They're dead to you. Success is the best revenge. Living well while they crash and burn. Final thoughts. This whole experience taught me something valuable. You can't build a future with someone who's cheating on you. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people try. Maya thought she was playing me, thought she had the perfect setup. Stable boyfriend at home, exciting affair on the side. She got greedy, got sloppy, and got caught. Now she's learning what real life looks like without a safety net. No daddy's money, no boyfriend's apartment, no backup plan. Just the consequences of her actions. Damon thought he could have it all. A devoted pregnant wife and a side piece with no consequences. Now he has nothing but a criminal record and child support payments. Meanwhile, Priya and I came out stronger. We took the worst betrayal and turned it into motivation for better lives. That's the difference between us and them. We build, they destroy. We rise, they fall. V asked me the other day if I ever think about Maya. Truth, Sometimes, but not with anger or sadness. More like how you think about a car accident you drove past. Glad it's behind you. Grateful you're not in it. She's a cautionary tale now. A reminder of what happens when you take good people for granted. So that's it. Story's over. Maya is in a shelter. Damon is in his car. Priya is in love. And I'm in a penthouse with a woman who would never dream of betraying me. Sometimes the good guys win. Sometimes the cheaters get what they deserve. Sometimes karma shows up with receipts and a tough attitude. This was one of those times. To everyone who followed this saga, remember this: when someone disrespects you, you don't have to take it. You don't have to forgive. You don't have to be the bigger person. Sometimes you just have to be the last person standing. And I'm still standing taller than ever. Peace out. Edit. Since people keep asking, yes, this is real. No, I won't provide proof that could identify anyone involved. Yes, I'm still with V. No, Maya hasn't tried to contact me since the letter. Yes, Damon's still paying those garnished wages. And yes, I would do it all again exactly the same way. Bonus update. 6 months later, when karma comes full circle. I wasn't planning on updating again, but something happened that's too perfect not to share. The wedding. I went to my cousin's wedding last weekend. Beautiful venue, open bar, great music. We were having a good time when V froze mid-conversation. What's wrong? I asked. She nodded toward the catering staff. Is that? Holy crap. It was Maya serving drinks in a catering uniform at a wedding where I was a guest. She saw me at the exact same moment and dropped an entire tray of champagne, glass everywhere. The catering manager rushed over, clearly upset. Maya was trying to explain while stealing glances at us. V grabbed my hand. Wanna leave? Heck no. We're staying. We didn't make a scene, didn't need to. Just enjoyed our night while Maya spent 4 hours serving drinks to happy couples, forced to watch me slow dance with my girlfriend, laugh with friends, and live my life. The universe has a sense of humor. The aftermath. I heard through the grapevine that she got fired from that catering gig too. Apparently, breaking $200 worth of champagne flutes while distracted by personal issues was the last straw. She's running out of industries to get fired from. Life update. V and I are looking at rings. Yeah, that fast. When you know. After dealing with a lying, cheating person, being with someone genuine feels like winning the lottery. Already planning the wedding, small, intimate, and definitely not hiring Maya's catering company. Priya is engaged too. The lawyer officially proposed, and the kid calls him daddy. Damon is still fighting for custody he'll never get while paying support he can't afford. The lesson remains: treat people right or watch them thrive without you. Maya had a good man, a nice home, a stable life. She threw it away for quick affairs with a married loser. Now she's serving drinks to happy couples while living in a shelter. I had a cheating girlfriend. Now I have a faithful fiancé who's my true partner, not just someone using me for stability while fooling around. See the difference? Your actions shape your future. Maya wrote herself a tragedy. I wrote myself a success story. And that's really the end. No more updates needed. The villains are vanquished, the heroes are happy, and the story is complete. Remember, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. When they betray you, bury them. When you win, don't look back. Class dismissed. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed our videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.